YouTube. I'm here to tell you about what it's like to be a startup CTO. I don't suppose it's that interesting to most of you, but I think it could be fun for me just to document my journey. So the key things that I want to really get across are that it's impossible to design a startup. You have to evolve it. And by that I mean live and die in the real world, mutate, and all the things we associate with Darwinian evolution. So what do I mean by that? I mean, everyone's got a plan until you get punched in the face, is what Mike Tyson says. It's the cliche, and ultimately our job is to get punched in the face regularly for money in the end. But the difference is Mike Tyson gets paid each fight. We don't get paid right until the end, and actually probably 7 times out of 10 we don't get paid at all. So the goal really is to try to get out of the way of the technology and the customer and act as Mother Nature in this regard to enable the technology to adapt around the customer's needs. So you've got to start with some kind of idea, and then you have to do some form of validation. And actually the cheapest form of evolution is to just have ideas and bring them to people. But that's kind of just the dating part of evolution. It's not really the messy life and death part. The idea is once you've dated and you've kind of got some initial interest, the job then is to actually start to build a new being, a new startup. And that's where things get more life-threatening. It can take a long time to build a new thing, and it's necessarily going to need to be different to anything else out there. Although I should caveat that with, it is possible to have a Me Too strategy to basically copy other people, especially if there's a big volume of business to work from. But in the end, you will be different, whether you like it or not. And you'll be fighting your own fight. So the goal is to test your variant in the real world and then adapt it further as necessary. That's where maybe the evolutionary organism parallel breaks down, but I still think it's a helpful theme that I'll call back to. Your job then is to take the prototype into reality as quickly as possible and find out why you're wrong. And I say why you're wrong because you'll be wrong. Very few people get it right first time. If you do, great, stop the video, you're done. You don't need me anymore. That's not what I'm not interested in helping you scale the business right now. I want to help really early stage people get to the scaling stage. Okay, well, that's it for me as an initial intro. You know what I'm all about. Tune in if you want to get to the next chapter.